All people that love the truth got to be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. T.D. Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
Sarita Jakes, the well-known pastor T.D. Jakes' widow, has recently gained prominence once more after disclosing the struggles she endured as a result of her husband's treachery. She disclosed that she had seen her husband having sex with a church sister in an interview with Oprah Winfrey. The unexpected disclosures caused a stir in the Christian community and sparked conversations on treachery and forgiveness. To make matters worse, T.D. Jakes and Serita recently filed for divorce, which is unusual because it was one of the few times Serita publicly expressed her emotions despite the couple's continuous problems. Rumors began circulating in the close-knit Christian community on a pivotal day. There were murmurs of treachery, announcing that T.D. Jakes had been seen in a precarious situation with a church member. Sarita dismissed the reports at first as idle gossip, but she was unable to ignore the nagging whispers. She realized in her heart that she had to face the issue head-on and get the facts straight. Sarita revealed that she saw several strange and contradictory behaviors in her husband's acts, which is how she first learned of his infidelity. She spoke of being apprehensive and choosing to trust her gut. Sarita was left alone in their large house one evening after the church service. She felt a mixture of terror and resolve shoot through her as she made her way to T.D. Jakes' study. She prayed for courage and wisdom at every turn, knowing that the truth may destroy her entire universe. As Sarita drew closer to the study door, her heart raced. After taking a long breath to stabilize herself, she twisted the doorknob carefully. A poorly lighted chamber was revealed as the door cracked open. Sarita walked in, her eyes searching for any hint of the reality she didn't want to find. She saw a flickering light in the corner of the room. Her shocked eyes became wide as she got closer. T.D. Jakes was talking passionately to a church sister while standing near his desk. Their bodies spoke with a familiarity that was better left to Sarita alone, and their voices were quiet. Sarita decided to speak with T.D. Jakes about the situation in spite of her astonishment. He eventually admitted to the affair. Sarita's confidence was severely damaged by this betrayal, especially in light of her 3-decade marriage to Pastor Jakes. Sarita acknowledged feeling a range of emotions, including grief and suffering, bewilderment, and disbelief. But she also realized that she had to confront the problem head-on. Their divorce was announced, bringing their private struggles to light and igniting a national conversation about how difficult it is to forgive and trust someone after such a profound betrayal. Sarita's open admissions offer insight into the psychological turmoil that follows adultery. Especially in light of the public's observation of a public marriage, the details of Sarita's ongoing personal dilemma are still being revealed, bringing to light the difficulties and complexity of love, trust, and forgiveness when faced with severe hurt.
Listen, Thomas buys Sarita's clothes. He's always bought her clothes. And so you got to understand the kind of state Sarita was in when she met Thomas. What would she have done if she left him? She didn't have nothing. She had nothing. She came from nothing. She was a coal miner's daughter. When I say she came from nothing, I don't mean she as a person isn't valuable. What I'm saying is she didn't come from prestige or money or anything like that. She was a poor girl who had come from upside a mountain in West Virginia. And it was because of him that, she is and has all that she does. So I don't know. I'm not trying to get into her mind and understand why she stayed, why she was okay with him having these extramarital relationships. I don't know. All I know is I'm not even sure if she would have ever had anything had it not been for him.
Sarita Jakes said in the interview how her faith served as a compass for her in overcoming the intense suffering brought on by her husband's infidelity. She emphasized the value of forgiveness by saying that she did not forgive Bishop Jakes for his benefit, but rather in order to discover inner peace. Sarita emphasized the need of forgiveness in mending rifts in relationships and overcoming betrayal. She also underlined the need of getting therapy and assistance when things get hard, pointing out that these things play a critical part in assisting couples in overcoming challenges and developing stronger bonds. Sarita and Bishop Jakes overcame tremendous obstacles to resolve their differences and mend their marriage. Sarita said that their steadfast faith and shared devotion allowed them to overcome the betrayal and contributed to their success. She also emphasized the value of open communication and honesty in marriage, advising partners to face difficulties head-on rather than sidestep them. Sarita's inspirational tale of forgiveness and restoration serves as a potent reminder that no marriage is ideal and that problems will arise in all relationships. But ultimately, how a couple chooses to respond to those difficulties dictates how strong their relationship will be. Sarita's readiness to put Bishop Jakes' past behind her and move on is evidence of the strength of love and faith to get over even the most challenging challenges. Her open discussion about discovering her spouse in a coercive circumstance with a church sister serves as a poignant reminder of the difficulties in marriage and the need of forgiveness. Her narrative offers hope to betrayed spouses by demonstrating that even the most heartbreaking betrayals can be overcome with faith, love, and open communication. Sarita's story serves as an example for those sailing the rough seas of marital conflict because it demonstrates resiliency and the healing power of forgiveness. Her story serves as a reminder that although betrayal may leave lasting scars, with the correct help and an unwavering desire to mending the relationship.
And so maybe she felt some sort of devotion to him because of that. I don't know. And he did take her 2 sons that she had out of wedlock. Again, not a shaming statement. I'm just saying that because that's the phrase we used to use. And he raised them. I won't be shocked by anything that comes out, but I do know a lot of people are. And I just hope that they don't put it in the lap of God. You know, God doesn't have anything to do with these folks' messes and schemes and sleeping around and whoremongering. He has nothing to do with it. You have to understand it wasn't God allowing, it was us allowing. These rumors have been out for years. How come the church never held him accountable? Maybe he would have sat down years ago.
At first, it appeared as though the narrative would end happily. But T.D. Jakes experienced a brief but intense outburst of rage in response to claims made in a sexual assault case. During a violent argument, he referred to his wife, Serita, as an ungrateful person and charged her with spreading false information about him. He lost control of his remarks due to his rage, thereby injuring his wife. As a well-known couple with prominent leadership roles in the Christian world, T.D. Jakes and Serita are frequently held to high standards by their followers. They are well-known lecturers, family and marital therapists, and powerful religious figures. They are both prolific writers of books about marriage, religion, and personal growth. When celebrities misstep or become involved in scandals, their attempts at apology could fall short in the eyes of their fans who expect them to be models of impeccable behavior. Their honest apologies may be rejected because of the unhappiness caused by unmet expectations, which some may view as insufficient or disingenuous in light of the gravity of the situation. In certain cases, the unwillingness to accept T.D. Jakes and Sarita Jakes' apologies may be the result of residual animosity from earlier events or disputes. It is inevitable that public personalities will face criticism and examination, especially those who are the focus of extended public attention. If prior apologies were thought to be weak or fake, it might make their audience less trusting. As a result, when fresh regrets are offered, some people can brush them off as empty attempts to save face, rather than sincere statements of repentance. Maintaining consistency is essential when it comes to apologizing. It may give the appearance that T.D. Jakes and Sarita Jakes are inconsistent if they have made remarks or done things in the past that contradict their current expressions of regret. In these kinds of situations, followers could doubt the authenticity of the apologies, thinking that they are driven more by outside pressure than by a sincere desire to make apologies. It may be difficult for the pair to rebuild credibility with their audience if there is a sense of inconsistency that erodes confidence. The pair's once highly regarded reputation has taken a hit due to their most recent adversity. They have high expectations for themselves as leaders, and any departure from the norm is closely examined. Their relationship has been strained, and the public backlash following T.D. Jakes' outburst has also put their followers' trust in their leadership to the test. It takes more than simply regrets to get on the path to repentance. It necessitates constant behavior that demonstrates sincere regret and a desire to adapt. For T.D. Jakes and Sarita, this entails reestablishing confidence via open, earnest attempts to rectify their inadequacies and exhibit their commitment to their principles and the community. As time went on, the couple's struggle to rebuild mutual trust persisted. As the tensions increased, they finally reached a breaking point. The obstacles and challenges they encountered appeared overwhelming. They spent time in prayer and contemplation, finding comfort in their religion. They set out on a path of recovery and self-discovery, united in their desire to mend their broken relationship and yearning to reignite the intense love that had once brightened their lives. They understood that the wounds were too deep to heal completely, despite their best attempts. Even their loyal congregation could see the fractures in their collapsing marriage. Rumors proliferated quickly, with each new version twisting the facts until it became impossible to separate fact from fiction. Serita finally decided to start the difficult divorce process after much thought and soul-searching. Although it was a difficult decision, she regarded it as a necessary first step on the path to self-discovery and the pursuit of happiness once more. The news spread across the religious community, shocking and saddening many when they learned of the breakup of their spiritual leader's relationship. Sarita felt she should have an equal portion of their assets when the divorce proceedings got underway, since she had dedicated her entire life to servicing her spouse. She said that their combined efforts, both material and immaterial, had been essential to the development of their kingdom. Serita had given their common goal her all, putting in many hours of labor in the background, offering advice and support. She maintained that her contribution was quantifiable and deserving of acknowledgement. Amidst all of this turmoil, Sarita Jakes became well known as an inspiration to a lot of people. Many people were moved by her unshakable commitment to her faith and her firm conviction in her own worth and abilities. She rose to prominence as a representation of fortitude and tenacity, proving that someone may have the guts to take back their identity and follow a path of personal satisfaction, even in the face of extreme betrayal and heartache. Sarita's journey during this difficult time brought marriage's intricacies and the value of self-worth to light. Her experience gave others dealing with like problems hope by demonstrating that it is possible to triumph over hardship and come out stronger on the other side. She was a strong woman, and everyone who heard her tale was inspired by her choice to go on and pursue happiness on her own terms. In conclusion, we really hope you have liked viewing this film and that it inspires everyone to keep trying to serve God. Kindly leave your comments in the space provided below. Remind yourself to press the notification bell, like, and subscribe if you want to be informed when we add new content, current uploads. I appreciate you seeing